Again, Keymo Homefriends Podcast, back with Sanya and Yo Russian. Okay, question. I don't know if it's different in Russia, but America, we have a little, how can I explain this, data on men and women. Y'all personal opinion, why do you think women stay in an abusive relationship with guys?
Oh, I know that answer.
I've been in one.
Okay, you want to explain? How did you...
To be honestly, I was in so much love.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it's okay, yes, that's definitely going to be the last time. I don't want to give up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to give up on building something out of it. I want to try one more time. And then if it happens again, I'll leave. But then it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. But you still in your head, you believe, no, I love him.
Mm-hmm.
He loves me. Even if there is, cheating, there is, abuse, real bad abuse. Yeah. But you still believe. You still think, yes, it's going to work out. He's definitely going to get better this time. But then you see...
So he show any signs of getting better?
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Each and every person, after doing something abusive, something bad, they become the best people ever.
Mm-hmm.
Literally the best. They do everything for you. You want this, they treat you
it's
just like
love bombing period.
Yes,
mm-hmm.
Like in your dreams.
Yeah.
But then it's lasts literally like from a week to a month, and then right away come back, and it destroys you
mm-hmm.
mentally, destroys you everything. Your
was
work.
it before your kid or after your kid also?
It was before my kid, but.
Mm-hmm.
Because of that relationship, I was pregnant,
mm-hmm.
some love, and because of his abuse, my child died at 5 months.
Damn.
So
and you still stayed?
Even after that, I stayed because I was like, I'm really in love. I never had a bunch of relationships.
Oh, so it was like a first time yeah.
When I go into a relationship, I'm like, I want to put all myself in.
Facts.
And so I guess I got lost.
Yeah, lost in love.
Because of this relationship, I lost my relationship with my sister, with my friend, with my brother.
Oh, so they was basically. So were they telling you he wasn't good for you, and you wouldn't listen?
They were telling me, and I was like, yes. But then I'm like, you guys not right. You don't know him like I know him.
Oh, damn.
You don't know everything. But then there was still a moment. I guess it was the last time he cheated,
mm-hmm.
and I was like, that's it. That was the line. I'm like, I don't love you. I don't feel anything. I'm empty. I'm drained.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's why you still come back. That's why you still stay there, because you do believe. You
mm-hmm.
don't stay just with the person because, just because.
Mm-hmm.
You actually love, you have feelings.
Dang.
And probably you get so,
crazy.
Attached.
Yeah, attached to him mentally,
really
physically,
attached,
everything. Yeah.
And you feel like if he gonna go, what I'm gonna do? I would be so.
Oh, because they put in you. Sometimes they put in your head that you can't do better.
You're ugly. You're stupid.
You're crazy.
You're crazy. You're this and that.
Everybody hates you. All my
yes.
friends.
For real.
Literally.
I've stayed with mine because he's the father of my child. So I
mm-hmm.
couldn't. I didn't want to leave. It's like
mm-hmm.
I want to do everything to keep my family together. I don't want my baby to grow up, with 4 parents and 2 different homes. And so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna keep staying because. I want to make it better for the baby, but then my baby started getting involved in
mm-hmm.
disputes and everything, so I was like, I can't. It was getting scary at that point,
So, did y'all ever have thoughts of like calling the authorities?
I did many times.
And what came up out of that? Like, were you able?
It was going on for months, honestly. I was calling the authorities all the
time?
Not all the time, but after 2 years of being consistently going through it, I got really tired of him. Plus, my daughter was getting involved, so I'm like, I can't do it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was just on and off court cases. I still have them on.
So you had like
it's still going on.
Dang, for real?
Yeah, for real.
So you had like a restraining order?
Yeah, and I had to go to court. She came with me, and then they told me they didn't have the address, and it was a long story. It was a lot.
So you're like literally stuck between the abuse, him being a dad to the child, So it's a whole circle of like, I don't know how to deal with this.
Yeah, and I was just really hard because my family and my sister, they were telling me, you know, you have to leave, you have to stop talking and everything. And it was just like, I understand that it's not right, it's not correct. But at the same time, it's just like she said, you get attached. And especially you would get attached to the person you had a child with. You know, so it's just like, facts. I don't want to leave. I don't want to
give up.
I don't want to like give it up, you know? Like I don't want to start over with someone new, but at the same time there's no other choice but to do that.
Yeah, because the thing about women is starting new is like they tend to like, I'm not going to go through this again with a different person.
Yeah.
It's like so draining to like, what if I meet someone new and the same thing happened when I can save this situation?
Yeah, and the thing for men and women, men are more physical and women are more emotional. So for men to like go fuck another bitch is like easy, but for us it's more emotional. So for us it's like we have to do more emotional work.
Facts.
So like you know, to like feel
y'all literally have to like a guy.
Yeah. So it's a bit different, I feel like, and it was just so much. So when
did y'all reach like y'all breaking point? Like, was it like one specific night? Was it like something he did?
There was many nights.
It was just
many nights. Like, it's just these relationships, like how my experience went through it was a cycle of like extreme hate towards each other because, you know, and I did some things too, bad because, you know, when you're in this mode of fighting for your life.
Of course.
And you're getting, you know, literally like you're almost losing your life, literally. You know, you're not gonna treat the person.
Trust me, I've heard some stories like women when we talk. Like I've had a young lady the last time we had a podcast. Her husband shot her in her face, and she did not press charges because she thought she was in love. I'm dead serious.
I mean, I would think that's crazy, but I understand.
She said she was so messed up about this dude.
Yeah.
He literally shot her in her face. And she said she did not press charges. And I was sitting there like...
Yeah, there was a lot of time I didn't press charges either. Like, I was just hiding it off and everything. And like...
People would ask you about it and you were just like, it didn't happen.
Yeah, but then at a certain point I just started pressing charges because like it would happen to me that he would do something really bad to me, like really, really bad, and then leave me all alone with the baby with no help and like nothing. And I would just be like, I can't operate like this. I have a severe trauma and like physical trauma. I can't just operate.
So
like
he
this.
thought because he put a baby in you, that was gonna like literally like, because a lot of times like you have a kid, you be like, damn, I'm by myself. I'm fending on my own. Like he's my only support system.
No, I wasn't by myself. I have my family with me, and you know they're really supportive. Like
so you might have been you probably thought you was in love too.
No, I don't. It's not love. It's a trauma bond.
Oh, so it's more trauma.
People think that they're in love, but it's a trauma bond because these people who hurt you, they come back as like to rescue you. Yeah. They know that when you're down low, I beat you, I put you down and everything, you're sitting there crying, they're going to come back
and that little thing, I love you, baby, just hits so hard.
Yeah, that hits you so hard because that little breadcrumb of love that they give you, and you're down on the floor, they're going to give you that breadcrumb and you're going to be like,
crazy thing,
so
he just beat you down and then he pick you up.
Yeah, and so you think you see him as the person who came to rescue you. Damn. That's why the cycle continues so much. And that's what she said, like, when they do something bad, they start being really good. It's called the love bombing. It's really a cycle, and it's proven by psychologists and everything. It's an actual thing, you know? It's love bombing, and that's how you get back into the cycle, and then it goes...
So you think it's like that in Russia? I wouldn't think.
There are abusive people everywhere.
Oh, so it's basically everywhere.
There are abusive people in the whole planet.
But how would the cops react if they came to a home in Russia and someone was doing that? You think they would react like the cops here?
No.
You know, that's why when you said about the cops, and I was like, basically, you know, I was raised in Russia, right? So I've seen how it is working, and I was like, no matter what's going on, I'm not gonna call the police. First of all, because in Russia, police is the lowest people you wanna deal with.
They probably don't even care.
If they don't care. The thing is that in Russia everything corrupted. So there is person could go kill somebody. They know some people. They pay. That's it.
Damn.
Nothing is done.
They're gonna arrest somebody else just to cover up the charge.
Damn, that's just because you paid them.
Yeah. In Russia, no matter you can call them and stuff, but they will come, and in Russia they will literally say, well, lady, this is your fault. Damn. If you want to take your stuff and go. You don't want to leave him alone. He's doing his thing. That's it.
At least cops here don't play. Cops here don't play about that. They don't play.
No, to be honestly, no. When I came out here, first thing I was like, probably police here will actually help.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of situations when we called the police, nothing is done. You literally call them just, I guess, just to feel like protected. Mm-hmm. But by the end of the day, it's just going.
But what happened to a lot of police department? When you call the cops so much and they see it, they got a record of your phone number. So if you call them and be like, I'm being abused, they might tend to see your number and be like, here she goes again. You know what I'm saying?
That's what they did to me. They come to my house and they say, I remember you.
So they probably be like, you're still with him. You know what I'm saying?
That's what the police told me. They told me, you're wasting our time.
Because you don't want to leave.
You're probably going to go back to him this weekend. You're wasting. That's literally what they told me. It was a few weeks ago. It was like really recent. That's what they told me.
And then what would happen is like if you laid out on the ground dead and then they come and they're going to be like, damn, I could have saved her.
That's what they would say, and that, promote it as like,
I care.
Yes, but by the end of the day, they don't really. Of course, it's better than in Russia.
Yeah.
It is better, but still, when we're talking about like human morals,
yeah.
When you just to actually try to help and do something, like he could have put him to jail already several times. They never done it. Like this, he probably would already get his lesson on like, you know what, it's getting serious.
Damn.
But they never done shit.
Okay.
I'm sorry for my...
No, you can Okay, question. When you press charges, did he learn his lesson?
No.
Or did he get worse?
No. But the thing is that he never really went to jail like that, because one time he went to jail and I bailed him out.
So you
and
called
then the
police.
other time I filed charges, but I didn't do it on the same day. Because I was getting threats, like you can't go to the hospital, but I needed to go there because I was bleeding out.
Yeah, because once you go to the hospital, they're gonna document that.
Yeah, but then he didn't let me go to the hospital at first, and when I begged him to go to the hospital, and he was like, I'm not gonna let you go because you're gonna call the police on me, and I begged him, I had to go to the hospital, and I lied to the people over there. I said I fell in the shower, whatever.
Damn.
And then only a few days after, I called the police and I filed a report, and they said, why didn't you call us the day off?
So was this like abuse, like regular? Because I'm gonna give you, some guys get drunk and then they lose their mind. Was he like just a regular abuser?
He wasn't getting drunk. He doesn't.
So he knew what he was doing.
Yeah, I would think so, because he wasn't on drugs or anything, and it was just.
So he's just.
It was a lot of times. It was just, I feel like his insecurity.
Jealousy, a lot of jealousy,
right? Yeah, because
right?
first time it ever happened was because I didn't show him my phone. But you know why I didn't show him my phone? Because his birthday was coming up and I was planning like something for his birthday.
Damn, that is so
involved.
Yeah.
And she was,
so you're literally planning something nice for him.
And I didn't want him to see that I was planning like jet skis and presents, and I didn't want him to see it on my phone because it was like a surprise.
So you had this whole big mainly surprise.
Yeah.
Damn.
And I didn't want him to see my phone, so he thought I was cheating or talking to a guy, and that just like blew his mind up. And it just like, that's it. So like switches and that's it.
I had a situation like this.
So you planned a bit.
I was planning, I made like a few things in the park, invited all his friends.
Dang.
And he wasn't expecting anything. And then he's like, show me your phone. And I was like, leave me alone, that's it. So we got the big argument. The day when we're supposed to go there, everybody was waiting because there was this big argument going on. And I was like, you know what, whatever. And he's like, oh wow, so you're planning this? And I'm like, well, you know what? Go do by yourself, because now it's not a surprise anymore. Like,
Facts. That's crazy. I feel y'all, man. All right. Listen, man. Great topic so far. These ladies are amazing. Man, looks like it's going to be a great night.